It's a typically clear and beautiful day in San Diego as we get set for afternoon baseball from Petco Park. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Oakland A's and the San Diego Padres. It's time for Padres baseball. Next. Hank Schneider, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Stepping into the box, Bo Gallegos. Takes a knee-high fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, I'm looking for signs of life from Stephen Piscotty. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
Now batting, Raimel Tapia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Stepping up now, Stephen Piscotty. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Top of the first, just underway at Petco Park. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Tatis has a play, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the A's, and now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Mark Torrero gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. 1 out, nobody on. The next 3-2. Slow roller back to the mound. And there are 2 away now. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I think Brendan Belt is a guy to watch out for. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. And we all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
Here's Will Myers. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Padres go down quietly. Still no score. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
A.J. Reed.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field.
Heading after it is Margot.
1 away.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on base. And let's take a look at first baseman Brandon Belt, nicknamed Baby Giraffe for obvious reasons. This guy has got big-time pop, short swing to the baseball. Also, very sure-handed defender. One of the best in the game at picking balls over at first and manipulates that bag for his infield.
Stepping up to the plate, Henry Sanchez. 1-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
And here's Renato Nunez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
So stepping in, Dale Whiters. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Popped high in the air. Cordova on the move. And that ends the inning. The A's strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding in, Fernando Tatis. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Fastball right over the outside corner.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does.
2-2 one more time. Hit hard back up the middle. Whiters up the middle. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first down.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race. Belt will lay off ball 4 as he's able to reach on the base on balls.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away.
A big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Set. Here's the 3-2. Now this pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hit.
Alan Cordoba hits next, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Misses to him. It's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Delmonico leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. It crashes off the Western Metal Building, and it's out of here. So a 2-run homer down the line and left. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Friars have moved out in front 3-0.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him.
As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 San Diego. Another beautiful day here in San Diego as we get a look at La Jolla Cove, and we're all set to begin the top of the 3rd from Petco. Leading off the inning, Ryan Hubbard, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Batting 9th, pitcher.
Now to the plate, Mark Torero.
And that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So in just one turn through the lineup, that's already 5 strikeouts for him here in the contest. And you can see the graphic, his total good to crack the top 5 on the San Diego roster. Digging in, Bo Gallegos. He'll look to bounce back. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Manuel Margot. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
0-1 the count. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Piscotty is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. So one gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West. You just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Ready now, Carlos Asuaje. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a liner, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Legs churning, he's headed for second, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Into the box now, Will Myers, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And even in a video game, it's 2-2 now.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Here now the 2-2. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you sometimes you're just going to have games that get away from you. He's been struggling all outing long, and that wild pitch puts a little salt into the wound. He just hasn't had it in this one.
Asuaje stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Stepping into the box, Fernando Tatis. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First offering on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
1-0 the count. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the best.
hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up on to first, and the Padre threat goes by the boards as that ends the inning. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Padres 3 and the A's nothing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1 pitch. Popped him up. Hubbard is camped under this one. One gone.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Carlos Isuaje. The 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him as the Padres have stretched their lead now 4-0.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Fernando Tatis, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now the 1-0. Liner towards second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Pulled toward right center field. Giving chase is Tapia. And that retires the side. But the Padres add 1 thanks to the solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 4-0 San Diego. Into the box now, Gil Garcia. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Down the third baseline. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Up next for Oakland, left fielder,
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Bo Gallegos. The 3-1 pitch. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
And that'll bring up one of the top prospects in the game, Raimel Tapia. Last time through was a base hit. Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is a fair ball as it heads for the Western Metal Supply Company building. Gallegos rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Jose Torres gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
76, Jose Torres.
Over knees, but it's 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 4 and the A's 1. Standing in, Nicky Delmonico. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Nicky Delmonico.
The 3-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, third baseman,
Alan Cordova hits next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they lead it 4-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Nick Whitgren comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 64, Nick Whitgren.
Everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
The 1-2. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers, and when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base, but you've got to get on any way that you can, so he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
Into the box now, Dale Whiters in the dirt here, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch. You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he nails him at third. Great throw. Down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Oakland. There's ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Franklin Barreto will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been.
Right there, 96. You have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball's going to blow right by you.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious San Diego Padres. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. Left 7 men on base. For the Athletics, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes.
Play ball!